7 home runs in the first month of the season for the pinch hit group. That is that's something you don't see in an entire season.
No.
I'd like to look that up. I'd like to have Trokey sitting next to me right now and look that up in an instant.
Tim Trokey, of course, working on our pre and post game shows.
Stat man.
We call him Dr. Trokey.
Nerd Trokey.
Suits
Dr.
better.
Trokey.
I like the previous one better.
He is on top of it, though.
And a swing and a miss by Jose Perella.
It's funny how you never think that those stats really matter until you need them when you're working.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Oh, now has 14 strikeouts. He must be tough to pick up because guys get a lot of late swings against him.
Well, what I saw in spring training is just that he's really smooth and the ball jumps out of his hand. And that was just in the first couple of days of pitchers, and pitchers are throwing off the mound to the hitters. Just a little sneaky.
And he blows away John Jay. Now Matt Kemp. The fastball taken high. O should be out of this inning.
Something about those routine plays sometimes. I don't know what it is.
And if you're Mike Matheny, it may be you start to rethink how you would approach a second inning with O if this turns into more pitches than what he's been throwing. One ball, one strike. Kemp with a couple of doubles tonight was robbed by Colton Wong.
It's like he's throwing darts at 94, 93, 94.
That's what surprised me a little bit. We were talking to the coaching staff in spring training, and what we were told was that velocity would be 90 to 92, but very good movement, very good control, and his velocity has been better than that.
Like I said, the ball just jumps out of his hand. He's very smooth and deliberate, and then just bam, right on top of you. When you're down there watching that on the field, you can see the ball just jump. It's got late life, they say. All that means is the ball is just carrying right to the glove, and there's really no tailing, there's no movement. It's a four-seam fastball.
And he got him. He strikes out the side, pitches around the air by Aledman.
Away, whether it's a right-handed batter or a left-handed batter. And the minute I say that, he misses with a slider down and in. But the book on him is he stays away.
He has a 5-pitch mix coming out of the bullpen, and when you have a fastball that ranges 92 to 95, you have a filthy slider, he throws a split finger. It makes it really difficult for hitters. The final boss.
Love that nickname. It's the 1-1. That's on the outside corner. Good pitch. And he strikes out Mark Reynolds. He came in straight up an inning ago defensively for Rayburn.
Well, O went to Japan and played for the Hanshin Tigers. Matt Merton was a teammate of his, and in the short time that he was with the Hanshin, he set new save records in the Japanese league.
That's a strike.
He had 277 saves in Korea, added 80 more in Japan.
And he's got 2 strikeouts here in the 8th inning. You never faced him, though. And George responds better with his success. Hope De La Rosa gets back soon. And I would add to George's response that stuff-wise, John Gray has front of the rotation stuff, and he's pitched like, it's only 3 games, but he's pitched like a frontline guy his last 3 outings.
He really has. And the confidence to me is soaring when you're watching John Gray pitch. You can see the demeanor, you can see how he's been walking around, and at some point there's a moment in every player's mind where you feel like you belong in the major leagues, and I haven't asked John specifically when that moment has been or if he's had it yet. But by the way he's been carrying himself, I'm assuming he knows, hey, I'm not going to the minor leagues anymore. I belong right here.
1-2 on DJ. Strike 3. Wow. That's
We're not passing this stage, Drew.
Seung Hwan OH has struck out the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Rockies leading 3-1.
2-1 Giants still in the 8th. And Buster showed bunt and bunted it foul. Didn't just show bunt, he bunted at it.
Maybe the first time I've ever seen Buster Posey do that. And it dinged his opposite number, Yadier Molina, right in the right arm. Ooh, back of his hand. And that one stung.
Played umpire still Jim Joyce giving Yadier a chance to try and shake this off. See, the catchers and plate umpires, they're fellow travelers. They get beat up. Thanks, man, he said.
Thank you.
Over the inside, strike 2 call. So Buster behind in the count, 0-2. Panic at second, Duffy at first. Buster in a deep hole against this strikeout pitcher. And he strikes him out. So that did.
So now you're behind 0-1 with a guy you don't know. Tough at bat.
And based on that one bunt, I don't ever want to see him bunt again.
Buster probably said, I'm not going to ever do it again either.
Called a strike to Brandon Belt. Belt has grounded out. He singled home the Giants' first run back in the 4th inning. Singled into right field, and he flied out to left center in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. The infield playing him to pull. And he chased down around his ankles. 0-2. Well, in this, looks like a guy who says he'd rather not throw a strike if he doesn't have to. There's another one down there, and this time Brandon Belt took it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Belt is hitting .306. On base percentage well over 400. 2 men on, 1 man out. And he has struck out. He's not been retired in this game. Crawford has been hit by a pitch. He singled home the Giants' 2nd run back in the 4th inning. And then he hit another single to center field in the 7th. He's 2 for 2. 2 on, 2 out. Giants looking for a little pick-me-up here. And that's a foul. A little late on that one. That was out over the plate. He did not take it, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brandon Crawford is not going to let that first fastball get by him. Rather than fall behind 0-1, he went right after it. Doesn't really give you a great idea what the guy's got, but Crawford's a good fastball hitter. He liked it.
He came back with hard stuff. He didn't go to that cutter down below the knees like he's been doing. Crowded him with that 1-1. Shortstop Diaz playing almost up the middle for Crawford, playing at the pull. Off the outside. 2-1. Giants have had 7 hits in the game, all singles. And they need the big clutch hit right here. As Hunter Strickland gets up in the bullpen for the Giants. Off speed again. 2-2. There's Strickland, the big right-hander. He struck him out. He gave up 2 hits to start the inning, and then